Hey there, Texans. We're looking at comparing physical and chemical changes through weathering. All right, so we are going to be using our textbook today. So you got to go back into our portal so that we can go ahead and get into our book. But before we do that, I want you to look at what we're looking at today. Our objectives. By the end of our assignment, we're going to explore the differences between physical and chemical changes. Remember, we said physical only changes the appearance. That could be changing the size. So look at this picture here. We're going from one whole rock that has been broken into two different pieces. It's still a rock. We didn't change anything. All right. Now, that's like we said, tearing a sheet of paper. It's still paper. Now, if you look at this one over here, that acid rain is weathering it away. So that acid rain is causing a completely different substance to form. That's why we call that a chemical change, or in this case, chemical weathering. Weathering, remember, what do we think? Weathering is when we're breaking down rocks, breaking down minerals, right? It's happening with the weather, right? So our second objective today is going to be to distinguish how physical and chemical changes affect rocks. So we're looking primarily at rocks. So without looking at your textbook, what do you think physical weathering is? You're going to go ahead and type that in for me here. You can pause the video if you want to do that now. And then number two is asking, without looking in your textbook, what do you think chemical weathering is? Remember, guys, you can pause the video at any time. You can rewind the video at any time. If you don't remember how to get to your textbook, it says here, go to your student portal, open up the online textbook Think Central. That's going to be the actual link or the app that looks, go to my portal, this one right here, the blue and yellow one. All right, so you are going to open that up. Remember, go to my library, and then you're going to go ahead and go to the student textbook. All right, so when you open that up, I'm going to put this back in slideshow for me. It says go to your student portal, open your book. This will allow you the link on this slide to go to this textbook pages. This is where we're focusing on. Page 556 and 559 in the online book below. You should be able to click on this link to listen. Oh, that link took us straight to our books, guys. You need to make sure you're open. So if your book is open, that'll take us through. Read or listen to the informational text in the online textbook by clicking here. So remember, you click on this little megaphone and the book will be read to you. In order for this link to work, you have to be logged into the textbook for it to work. If not, it will not work. Acuérdate, tienen que tener este marquita aquí. La aplicación tiene que estar abierto para que funcione y llega a tu libro. All right, guys, using those pages, and that should be 559. I'll fix that. Using those pages, guys, you're going to tell me what is physical weathering? Name 5 types of different physical weathering. All right, guys, you're going to go through the slides. Then you're going to read about chemical weathering. Same thing. It's going to go back and tell us. Remember, again, your link has to be open. Click on the video here or that little link. You can listen to it and read along. What is chemical weathering? How does oxidation occur? Remember, we said oxidation is a keyword we focus on because that's going to be our clue, our evidence that chemical weathering or a chemical change has occurred. Use the information on page 560 and 561 to answer the question. You're going to describe the process of lichens. Lichens, guys, are those weird looking little mold that grow on rocks when you're over near the creek or the river. That's going to break down the rock and turn it into soil. So it's talking about describe the process. You'll find that on pages 560 and 561. And then the last slide, guys, explain how physical and chemical changes are used to break down the rocks. Give me a summary of what we just learned. All right, I want at least 5 or 6 sentences. And that's it, guys. That's all we're doing today. If you have questions, remember you can check with me. All right. And yes, this is for a grade. I'll see you in class, guys. Have yourself a wonderful day.